Hello, my lovely Geminis. Thank you very much for tuning in to your March 2016 tarot reading and guidance with me, Lorien. For those of you who are returning to this channel, thank you ever so much. Your support is greatly appreciated. And for those who are new, hello. I hope you are connecting with the messages that I send to you this month. And thank you for checking me out. So this month we're going to be using the Druidcraft Tarot deck. I can't remember the people who did it, I'm very sorry, but it very much gets to the heart of the matter and gets to the spiritual depth of certain things and what you may need to know, what's coming through for you and such like. For those of you who'd like a personal private reading with me, just go to the website. It's lorientarot.wix.com/lorientarot. The link is on the description box below. That's if you want a private reading. This is just general guidance for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. And also if you'd like to support the channel through Patreon, you can do that below. And also all donations get a 3-card reading from myself as well. So, with that out of the way, let's take a look and see what's coming through. It's a very big month. See if I can move this camera down a little bit. There we go. It's a very big month. We do have 2 eclipses. We have a lot of energy being sucked out, I think, really, from general things. So, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of information comes through for you, Gemini. Okay, I must explain as well that we didn't actually, I'm not going to be using an oracle card. Wow. Okay, I don't like using upside down. We're not going to be using an oracle card because these cards very much get to the heart of the matter straight away. My guides didn't actually want me to use an oracle card, so that's why. See, I don't know where my camera has actually gone to, but let me see if I can take a look and move it back a little bit. There we go. As always, I invite you to pause the video, take a look at the images and see if there's any symbolism that directly resonates with you. I'm just a middleman. It's always better if you get some pings of inspiration while you're looking at it, but you know, I can certainly interpret the general information that's coming through for you at this moment in time. My meditation actually did show me a little bit of gravitas here, and certainly coming through for you. Let me have a look. Alright, is it just me or is everybody casting a spell? You've got her casting a circle, which is very typical of magic. He's holding his wand aloft. She is doing some potioning and healing work and alchemy, and she's kind of looking at her sword, which in witchcraft is called an athame, or an athame, or whatever people like to say it, and looks like she's kind of cutting herself free or something very symbolic and holding it. So everybody's casting a spell in these cards, and I think this is very resonant for those of you who are trying to get somewhere this month with your creative passions and endeavours. I think it's kind of like an awakening with you. You've got 4 very strong casting spell cards here. I think this is in relation to health. This is in relation to, you know, your financial things. Everything's coming full circle. You're able to get to a certain place with family and friends. This is your power, your self-imposed power that's really coming through and getting this energy that you need, and that's also on the solar eclipse, which is in Pisces, I believe. You've also got the Princess of Swords here. I think this is about having the strength to tear yourself away from some people which are no longer in your benefit. I do also feel that there's a great deal of, I don't know, power. They keep just saying power be, and you know, I don't know what that means. Maybe it means something to you. But it's very much, it's almost like the Avengers, but in pagan tarot form, if you know what I mean. Like, she's the healer, she's the one that casts the protection, he's the one that gives the power off and charges it with electricity, and she's the one that has to deal with the crap, basically, and communicates and cuts everything down. So I actually think, you know that they say sometimes Gemini is 2 people? I think you're going to have to be 4 people this month. You're going to have 4 different sides to your personality, and you are going to be moving forwards in this, really. Okay. Yeah, your female and your masculine element is going to be united, which is always good. Everybody has one. Everybody has a feminine and a masculine. So it's all very well saying testosterone, and it's all very well saying estrogen, but these have to be in balance this month. I do also feel that you may have to... Okay. Sorry. They're just saying to utilize the fruits of what's around you. So I think that you are going to have to kind of start making sure that you realize the tools that you have alongside you. I mean, this person could actually be the same person. She's got a blue dress on and she's got a red shawl. So it could literally be the same person. I know one case she's in a cave and the next she's in a house. Maybe it just means workspace. You know, in one workspace you're different than when you're in the thing. I mean, the home is protection, and she's doing some kind of dowsing here. We've also got the tour for Glastonbury in the background with a rainbow. And this may be her sacred ground where she's doing her, you know, healing stuff. He's in Glastonbury. He's in the Stonehenge, so he's very much trying to concentrate the power, and she just seems to be in nature, reconvening, cutting herself away from the outside noise. What they've just said to me is too much electricity. Again, they said that for a friend of mine ages ago. It's too much electricity, too much noise, distraction, too much of this, too much coming in from everywhere. We need to make sure, I mean, I have Gemini moon, so I'm with those of you who have Gemini moon. This, I think, means to be coming in to communicate effectively, to know who you are, and generally kick some butt and take some names, because it seems like you're very solitary this month. I don't believe you're going to have a lot to do with lots of people. I know even if you're working, you know, even if you stay with family and stuff like that, there is still a way that you can be solitary or feel individual or feel kind of secluded in a way. But I don't feel, or I don't get the impression that this is a bad case of seclusion. I get the impression that this is actually feeling powerful in your own individuality and your creativity. Solutions will come out to you out of the blue. So if you've been wondering for ages about how do I pay these bills, how am I able to do this? What am I able to do now? How am I going to get a job? How am I going to be able to balance my kids? How am I going to be able to, you know, you get solutions this month by tapping into your creative source. Now, creativity doesn't mean painting, writing, doing everything necessarily. Being creative is thinking non-linearly. So it's kind of thinking without numbers. It's thinking in images and colours, in visionaries, in, you know, you may have some strange thing that comes to you in the middle of the night, saying, oh, I know what would be perfect for my health. This, you know, I know what would be perfect for that resolution at work. This. It just comes to you out of the blue. And I think this is very much a case of what they're showing me now is kind of somebody meditating on a hilltop, getting recharged by the sun, or nature, or something like that. And if you've ever seen Wall-E, where he has to put his solar panels out and then he goes to a little doo when he's all charged up and done, I get that impression here. You are going to need to recharge enough to command, ooh, that's a word that just came in, command the power that you have within you. Geminis sometimes get a bad rap because they seem to be too changeable and too closed off and communication breakdown and stuff like that sometimes. However, I see this as being one of the most powerful moments of your year, Gemini, and I don't think that you're going to play into those stereotypes or the negative stereotypes. I think you're more going to be bouncy, expressive, feeling one with yourself, feeling more in tune with your notions and your purpose on this earth than you have been in quite a while. Very much like Virgo, actually. Virgo's been riding a wave of joy, I think, since early February. So yeah, if you can get on that wave of joy and say, hi Virgo, I think you're going to be absolutely gorgeous this month. So really, really good reading. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. Do share your stories in the comments below, because I would absolutely love to know. Also, if this is kind of a baseline for you and you'd want to get some more personal insight into something that's going on around you, again, my website details are down below. As soon as I see the notification from PayPal, we can arrange a reading with you. Also, if you connect with me on Twitter and Facebook, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to read for you. It's an honour to have you watching this channel and communicating with me. I'm very glad that I can actually put this message out to you all. So, yeah. It's an absolutely lovely reading, and I'm kind of relieved seeing as I do have Gemini moon, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and I was absolutely blown away by the images that came through here. So do feel the power, do feel the benefit, and I will speak to you all in April.